we need to realize, okay, that our problem is not just the leaders. It is the system that brings this kind of leaders to power. So we may be making the mistake of focusing so much on individuals and forgetting that these individuals are a product of a failed system. So when you look at William Ruto as a president and you're disappointed about his economic policies, you're disappointed about abductions, you're disappointed about killings, you need to go back and ask yourself, how did he actually get here? How did he become a president with an ICC case for mass murder? How did he become a president with corruption allegations? Which kind of system have we created where Anne Waiguru can leave NYS with allegations of corruption of up to 20 billion shillings and be elected a governor not once, but twice?
See, she was taking lighter duties. But also...
So what makes us trust this kind of people? Or how exactly do we end up with this kind of people in power? We have the MP for Nyaribari Masaba, Daniel Manduku, who had a corruption case in Kenya Ports Authority and was, gifted this position of member of parliament by his people. The same happened to Gladys Boshole in Uasin Gishu. She had a corruption case at the judiciary and she was elected a women rep. So then we need to ask ourselves, by removing President William Ruto, will we have solved the problem? Because right now, look at the political formations that are forming. You realize that it is the same old monkeys looking for opportunities to recycle themselves back into the forest. So you remove Muizi A, you replace with Muizi B.
Yes.
You remove incompetent A, you replace with the competent B. You remove abductor A, you replace with abductor B. It's the same case of removing Kidero and putting Sonko, of removing Kaboga and putting Waititu. So what are we doing about expanding our choices? And good people and people of integrity need to step up and take positions of leadership. They need to stop fearing politics.
Hello guys, and welcome back to Morara TV. So guys, msikia venye Morara Kebaso anasema, and it's the absolute truth, okay? We are complaining about leaders, we are complaining about how they are misappropriating funds, how they are killing our children, how they are just, how they are hiking the taxes, and a lot of things, okay? But Morara Kebaso, what he is actually saying is that as much as we are blaming these leaders, as much as we are seeing them as incompetent to serve the country, we should also look at the fact that these people were actually brought to leadership by a very rogue system, okay? A system that has really made Kenyans to be blindfolded over so many things, okay? Let's start with Ruto. Ruto has been one person who has been mad with a lot of things in the past, even before tuingie kwa Vampire Diaries, before tujue there are so many stalled projects around, before tuingie kwa abductions, before tuingie kwa overtaxation. Okay, in short, before tuingie kwa all the things that have been happening since he became president, okay? Number one, you remember the ICC case. Just how did he become president? Just but they look very close with that time. Set ilikuwa time yenye Kenyans have forgotten what he had done. But he was able to become president. That really means that our system is rogue, and by rogue it means, for me, okay, for me on a personal life, if personal view, I see it as the rigging of elections, the bribing of people with money. A lot happens. The same thing Morara was saying, that we should change the narrative of election, whereby leaders take money from citizens, so that when they get to the August House, or they get to the National Assembly, they get to the MCA offices and everything, they are accountable for whatever it is they're using the money that we gave them, okay? Campaign tutasemaje, what's the word, watakuwa responsible, or they watakuwa answerable for our money. But when they gave us their money, then we have nothing to ask, because we ate their money, wanaenda parliament or whatever position they were asking for, and the first 2 to 3 years, they are actually trying to get back their money. So what is getting back their money? That is corruption, overtaxation, stalled projects. Those are all the styles that they used to gain back the money they used during campaigns. So if we avoid their money during campaigns, then I'm not saying corruption itaisha, but what leadership, any leaders hawataingia parliament, hawataingia kwa the county assemblies na hiyo inaitwaje, na greediness, with the thirst to return their money, with the urge, to collect everything they lost during the campaign. Okay, so these are the things that I really feel like Morara Kebaso keeps teaching us. I don't know if we are really, taking it in as we should be taking it in. So as I was saying, the ICC, Ruto and Uhuru actually had a case in ICC, but Uhuru and Kenyatta have become a president in this country. I really don't know what system we use, leave alone the system. I don't know how us Kenyans we vote, but I also know there's rigging and a lot happens during elections, during casting the vote and everything, and the country. It's a very sad state, okay? Another thing is, what can we say? Another thing is, these rogue systems, okay? I'm still on Ruto. You remember Ruto with the irrigation project, okay? The ones that we spent billions on, and the Kimwareria, I was trying to remember the name, the Kimware Dam, farming system or irrigation scheme. And it's very sad that actually hiyo pesa ilienda hivyo, that thing backfired and the money was eaten by God knows who, okay? That's another situation. Look at Shole alikuwa na case NYS ya 20 plus billion, but she was still able to bag governor 2 times. I'm really wondering, what criteria do we use to vote for these people? Or what amount of money do they sell us? Sometimes we're just the sellout for this country. Sisi tu ndo tunajiuza, because you know very well this person is corrupt. You know very well a person hakuna kitu ya maana atafanya, atakuja tu kuiba pesa, but we still give this person a chance to do that one thing, steal from us, okay? We see someone like Murkomen, okay? Murkomen is seen lavishly in Dubai, buying expensive watches, doing what? But we can see the traces of corruption. We can see the traces of theft in him, but we still give him the chance to lead this country in whichever capacity. It's a sad situation. It's a rogue system, and we were born into a system that we really I don't think we really understand how it works. And this system has beaten the constitution fabric, okay? Because the constitution is not followed anymore. People are doing things the way they feel like, and it's a very, 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 very sorry state, okay? Uhuru Kenyatta, the same guy was in ICC, but he was able to become president 2 good terms. The same Ruto who was seen in 2007, 2008 post-election violence, he still was given the chance to become the president. And I just feel like Kenya, we need to really go down to the roots. I actually find out what is eating us, because something is eating us, and it's very, what can I say? It's very discouraging that this is the country that we are in. Sometimes we wonder what our kids will find in this country when they reach our age, okay? So this is not about fighting the leaders. This is about fighting the system that brought them to leadership, okay? Because I'm sure if the leaders before them, or the leaders before those who were before, the leaders, just the leaders who made the constitution and everything, the likes of Raila Amolo Odinga and others, the 2010 constitution, if this system was put in a way that it cannot be violated, then I think there's some things that could not hazingeweza kufanyika, okay? There's some things that could be a taboo happening. But everything in Kenya, as much as politics is concerned, as far as the government is concerned, it's actually possible, and it's a very, very sad thing, okay? Another thing I wanted to talk about, okay? Another thing I wanted to talk about is the stalled projects. The fact that a lot of projects have been shown by Morara Kebaso. Projects mingi zimeonyeshwa na Morara Kebaso. Projects zenye ziko stalled from in fact Nakuru, I see Nakuru as the worst because that place seems to really be having from Esther Kihika is really eating money in Nakuru. But leave alone that. There's been stalled projects all around Kenya, and it's very sad. It's very discouraging. It has consumed money that we cannot see the value of it. And what hurts me more about this project is that they do not bring it on the mainstream media. Hautawaiona Citizen ikionyesha kitu Morara Kebasa anaonyesha, hata kama si yeye, wao wenyewe waende. Sijawaiona. It is always on the net, and when it is shown in the net, kuna vitu zikionyeshwa in the net, they are amplified, or they are shown more on the mainstream, so that so that something can be done about it. But hizi projects zenye Morara Kebasa anaonyesha, I've not seen somebody put any, not somebody but any mainstream media ikionyesha, okay? Sorry for yawning, I'm so tired. Okay? Why? Is the media scared of the government? Wanaogopa watanyimwa license ama wanaogopa watanyimwa nini? What exactly is the reason why the mainstream will avoid issues like the deaths of the youth, issues like the stalled projects, issues like maandamano, in short, and a lot of things. I'm really wondering why it is becoming so hard for mainstream to, not hard, but the mainstream is scared of airing some things, and it is very, very sad. So guys, what do you think about the fact that media doesn't really amplify things that are being shown on the social media? Okay, and I'm saying, okay, it's not like everything is important, but I'm sure the stall projects are important. Okay, I'm sure the murders of these young men is important, and their main reason of being there is for them to show Kenyans, or to show the world what is happening. When they do not show it, they're showing us that the lives of those people who are dying because of the government are not important. And it's a very sad situation, especially if you have actually lost a child, and you see the way people are behaving like your child was not a human being. It really hurts. So guys, what do you think about the rogue system? Because I feel like it is the system that is bringing these rogue leaders. It is the system that is failing us. It is the system that has corrupted Kenyans to make them vote for people who they already know will not deliver anything to the country. Anyway guys, subscribe, like, share, and above all comment, and don't forget to turn on the notification and to pray for Kenya. Thank you.